Yeah, top of it, top of it. So here, this video here is concerning the Will and Jada and the Tupac thing, um, the whole Tupac situation as it pertains to um, Will and Jada marriage. First and foremost, um, I really wish, you know, individuals they do what they want to do, but the fact of the matter is that Will and Jada still married and Tupac is dead. That's the facts. Now, for everybody who has something to say, that somebody I heard somebody say Tupac is a wannabe thug, and Jada just loves thuggish guys, and no, I wouldn't say that. As you go to my last video, with Rachel on the thumbnail, I go in a little bit into depth about their relationship. So this right here is strictly breaking down probably the reason why things are the way they are, and how you guys come to the conclusion that uh, Jada is not over Tupac, even though he's been dead since 1996. That's 25 years. Okay, Will and Jada, no, I mean Tupac and Jada grew up in Baltimore. Went to Baltimore, went to high school in Baltimore. Um, was in acting and things of that nature. Now I heard somebody say, and they grew up, and I think Tupac dropped out, and Jada completed high school. So they were going in different directions then. Tupac starred in Juice at the starred in a movie. And Jada went on to star in a sitcom called Different World. Now, when I hear people say that that Jada Pinkett Smith, was a B-list actor, that's the furthest thing from the truth. And Will Smith was A-list actor when they met. That's not true either. Will Smith was a Fresh Prince. He had a couple of hit records prior, and he tried to talk to Pepper from Salt and Pepper, but Pepper like thuggish guys or rough guys, or not Will Smith. You gotta understand, Will Smith has been the Fresh Prince since he was 16 years of age. And so when they met on the set of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith came to Jada as if he was the Fresh Prince. And they grew from there. Eventually getting married. But, she wasn't I don't say she wasn't all the way involved with Will. I think that she wanted Will to meet Tupac, and according to Will Smith interview on the Breakfast Club, is that they didn't really say too much. You know what I mean? Tupac didn't really care for Will. Will didn't really care for Tupac, but Jada wanted Will to form a relationship or just meet Pac, and Pac really wasn't having that. Now, as I ain't had to do any research because I lived through the time. Tupac wrote a poem to Jada, and if you hear Tupac's words, he says Jada is Let me let y'all. I'm see can I pull it up. See that Tupac telling me I don't want to mess up his words.
One heart, my liver, my lungs, my kidneys, my blood, marrow, all of that. For Jada Pinkett. Jada's my heart. You know what I mean? She would be my friend for my whole life. Well, maybe
See, so you know what I'm saying? So it's something real there. It's something real there. So it's not the fact that she in love with this particular type of guy. She was in love with Tupac. And so since Tupac has been protecting her, I've said it again, that, Tupac was about 14 and 15 and 16, saying that, hey, I'm going to protect you. And really, he was a father figure to Jada. Now, Will was a boyfriend. And you have to differentiate the two so you can separate the love that one has for the other. See, I always told you guys that you are as valuable as a whole as the void that you feel for a woman. And so since Tupac filled that fatherly role, even though he was the same age or a little bit older or younger, he filled the fatherly role as in protecting Jada. Will was just her boyfriend that turned into a husband. And so the reason why she felt how she felt and continues to feel how she felt is because when Pac died, it was as if her father died, and that's what she missed the most about Tupac. It wasn't about sex. When they you understand, Tupac had hits along with when Will Smith had hits, and they were being parties together. Tupac was an actor too. So he wasn't just this nothing dude. He was an actor and a rapper. Bigger rapper than Will Smith, than the Fresh Prince. But see, everybody think, well, she's from the projects, and Jada's Pinkett from the projects, so she like project dudes. No, I don't buy that at all. And Will Smith was just this guy riding high, no, he wasn't. That's why I started doing sitcoms. He wanted to get into acting. Now he turned out to be a very good actor, and Jada had a start in the show on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's how they met. But for those individuals who say that Will Smith was this big old actor when he met Jada, that's a lie. His first big role was Independence Day. And he got Independence Day after the world found out that he was dating Jada Pinkett Smith. So I don't know. Interestingly enough, he started getting big roles as him and Jada became a thing. So to think that Will Smith would do that by himself would be an error. But I think I cannot show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Well, I ain't gonna show y'all nothing because I don't want no copyright strikes. But I'm gonna show you later the essence of Tupac and the essence of what of Jada probably felt about Tupac, because everything between them was real. Everything between Jada and Will was all Hollywood, because he, like I said before, he came to her as the Fresh Prince. He didn't come to Will. Will realized either he's been married or he got another woman pregnant before he met Jada. So if he was married and the person probably thought it was corny and just fell off, and he tried to talk to Pepper or Sergeant Pepper, and she thought he was kind of lame and started dealing with Tretch. And now, Tupac went on and was doing Juice and doing that. They were still friends. They never had sex, according to Will Smith. And, Will and Jada wanted uh, Will to meet Tupac, and Tupac didn't want to, was kind of like looking at him side eyed, and Will was kind of putting his hand out, but whatever. I don't know the reason why that happened, but it probably was like Tupac probably was thinking that Will was gonna do it wrong, and Will wasn't gonna do right by her. But it's just a guess. But I'm gonna end with this for these individuals who thinking that Tupac was some just thug and some Pookie or Ray Ray. Let me see. Is it ready? It's gonna be kind of long, but bear with it. Oh, I forgot to add. This speech that I'm finna tell you guys, let you guys hear, was in 1993. Tupac was 21 years of age. He died at 24. But come on.
We got an order out here. Ain't no way I'm gonna sit up here and let the truth be told and not curse. So they told me to watch my language. Fuck that. Y'all forgive me. Y'all heard curses and it's bad out here. And it ain't pretty, so, shit, let's be real. That's number one. My English is bad. I'm a high school dropout. It's gonna be real. I'm gonna be talking like real shop. But I'm gonna be talking from my heart. Ain't nothing written down. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So y'all got to feel when we talking in slang, so, some of y'all might get lost. I'm sorry, but I'm just doing what I got to do. And then check this out. When I say I'm losing it, I mean I'm losing. I mean that for real. This ain't no free speech. This shit ain't like just to make it sound good. Let them know. This ain't to make it so, ooh, he felt that. I'm losing. You feel me? I know y'all can pick up the papers and see that man got problems. And I do, but we all got problems. And mine is about my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? He did tell y'all about my mama and the Panthers and all that. But let me tell you where I ended up, y'all. Let me tell you where I ended up. My mama was a crack addict. I ended up in Baltimore on welfare with no lights on in high school. So we got to really, 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 really watch this struggle shit. If we gonna struggle, we gotta struggle every motherfucking day till this shit is over. Let them know, bro. Fuck that. All that shit that went on in the 60s ain't finna happen in this motherfucker. I'll be dropping some of you motherfuckers who need some babies beyond this shit. Trust me when I tell you that shit. And tell me this, you know what I'm saying? They told me, but I didn't believe it because they let my mama crack. I'm telling y'all the truth, as much as you heard me, cracked out, homeless, no life in Baltimore. And my mama put motherfucking work in. Do you hear me? My mama was a gun packing. What I'm talking about for you, motherfucker, excuse me. But my mama put in work. To be laid up in a room cracked out, I got disdain for a lot of motherfuckers. You feel me? And that's why I'm telling y'all, it got to be serious. If we gonna struggle, the struggle got to come from our heart. It can't come because we looking to it from a king back then. It got to come because I'm looking at you and you look goddamn good to me and you my sister. And I ain't gonna let none of these crackers take me down. You feel me? It got to come like that. It got to come from my heart. It's like that. It's like that. It's hard out here. Like they say we got war. And in war, everything is good. It's all good. You feel me? And when I say thug life, I mean that shit. Because these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers. And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starve? And we walk about 5 different houses like a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African American? We out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this straight this shit right. We gonna stay thugs. And that's real, man. It's like a motherfucker. I have nightmares. I mean this shit. I'm dead serious. Whoever I heard, I
Now, I think I went on a little too long. That's what she loved about Tupac. You hear the passion in his voice for his people. You see how selfless he is. He talking about going. His mother was a panther, a Black Panther, going out. I ain't gonna finish the rest of the speech because the video already ran kind of long. But it was him. I think they had a riot in 1993. He was shooting a movie, and so once they had an uprising in 1993 in L.A., he left the movie set and went down to where they were protesting and really putting in work to go put in work with his brothers. He's talking about building soldiers. And man, that was 28 years ago. Talking about the need for soldiers. Talking about the need for warriors. And we're going through the same thing now. So that's it. I said it on the previous video. Between Will and Jada. Jada has 100% of Will's heart. Will has a good portion of Jada's heart. But Tupac, in his fatherly ways, will always remain in Jada's heart. And, whatever you think about that, think about it, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, she's still married. He's still married. And the ones that's complaining about it can't get a woman to save your life. Thanks for y'all time. Talk to y'all later.